A mass shooting occurred yesterday, and this time it was in Nashville, Tennessee, where 6 individuals were killed. 3 of them being students that attended the school, all at the age of 9 years old. And the news media pretty much was giving Joe Biden his introduction so he can come out and speak, and they did their job.
As we wait for the president to step up and make remarks, I want to bring in our Pierre Thomas, Chief Justice Correspondent. Pierre, as we wait for the president to address that shooting, once again, another mass shooting in our country. Devastating to report. This time, a female shooter, 28-year-old woman. Unusual.
Highly unusual. And in Kira, the scenes that we saw today of those little children, elementary children being let out of that school, 3 of their classmates dead, 3 adults killed at the school. And as you said, the shooter, a 28-year-old woman.
And this was pretty much the tone that everyone had for yesterday going into the day. It's a sad situation that happened. But this man, Joe Biden, came out like it was a Comedy Central special.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin. Folks, welcome to the White House. It's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there? Are your kids, all 4 of them? Well, stand up, guys. Well, I want you to know, like you, I had 2 brothers, 3 in our family, 3 brothers, and 1 sister. My sister is smarter than all of us. Not a joke. She used to be 3 years younger than me. Now she's 23 years younger than me. Yeah. She managed every one of my campaigns for office, even back when I was in high school. We went to the same university 2 years apart. She graduated with honors. I graduated. And we have to do more to protect our schools so they aren't turned into prisons. You know, the shooter in this situation reportedly had 2 assault weapons and a pistol, 2 AK-47. So I call on Congress again to pass my assault weapons ban. It's about time that we begin to make some more progress, but there's more to learn. But I just wanted to send my concern and hearts out to so many parents out there.
So y'all are just laughing because he's the president? I mean, y'all do understand that this was a school shooting where elementary school students were killed. And former Vice President Joe Biden, before you try to implement new laws in order to restrict gun ownership for law-abiding citizens, maybe we should try having, armed security at schools to reduce school shootings. That may work. Because usually all the time, there's a gun to end mass shootings. And it's usually held by the good guy because the officers in Nashville, they responded rather quickly to this situation and they proved that they wasn't Uvalde.
Brad Garrett, you're former FBI. You're now with us here at ABC. 14 minutes from that 911 call, patrol units were on the scene, made entry, made it to the 2nd floor, heard gunshots, didn't even flinch, engaged that shooter. That shooter, a 28-year-old woman, now dead.
They just said they heard gunshots down there, and then upstairs are a bunch of kids.
Let's go. I need 3. One more. Let's go. Metro Police. Open door. On me. I don't know where he is. Metro Police, open door.
Apparently, we're supposed to be sensitive to a murderer and their gender. No, I don't care. This woman shot up this school with these kids, and she deserved the punishment that she received.
Was this a targeted attack?
It was.
Do we know about a history of mental
Transgender
illness?
man or woman?
Don't know any history of mental illness at this time, but we are looking at that as the investigation is ongoing. And I'm sorry.
She identifies as a transgender man or woman?
Woman.
Y'all don't think that's kind of crazy that the news media is more worried about the person's gender and being called the proper pronoun other than the lives of these kids? It's a certain group in society that we can't say anything about, or will be considered or labeled some type of phobe, and also will either be canceled, mocked, ridiculed, or doxxed. And remember, this person does have he, him in their LinkedIn profile, even though they were born biologically female. And since it came out that they're trans, the news media kind of wants to make this seem like, oh my gosh, we're scared that the Christians are going to attack the trans people, even though the trans people actually just got finished attacking Christians.
Hale, who police say identifies as transgender. That news has already prompted some attacks against the trans community. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry picks up our coverage from here.
Demonstrators at the Texas State Capitol Monday fighting against anti-trans bills being considered by state lawmakers as news broke that the Nashville school shooter identifies as transgender.
It doesn't excuse anything that happened. I am concerned about how opposition and people who are anti-trans will try to spin this.
If we honestly believe that these mass shootings are happening because of mental health crises, then we need to actually have a conversation. We need to come up with solutions instead of just giving people drugs and pushing them on along their merry way. We need to start telling people the truth, because that's what love does. Love actually tells the people the truth, even though you may not want to hear it. So instead of just affirming everything that everyone believes, you should actually sit down and have a conversation with that person and tell them the truth. This is going to be one of those times where they're going to try to ban assault rifles, even though we don't have any assault weapons on the street unless they were grandfathered in. And they want to ban the AR-15 because it's the most dangerous gun in the world, even though it's not. It just really isn't. Instead of actually talking about the mental health problems, because you can put as many gun laws as you want to in the books, but that doesn't mean that your city will be safe from gun crime, because Chicago, for example. Mental health is the thing that needs to be addressed, because this person was able to buy at least 2 of their weapons legally, and for some reason the gun salesman thought that it was a good job to sell this individual gun. Now, I don't know when they bought the gun, if it was before or after transitioning, but can we all just say for a fact, if you were born one way and you believe that you're something else, that probably is a mental health concern that needs to be addressed? Because I believe that they would not sell me a gun in a gun store if I went in there and said that I was a lion. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Do you think that this is just going to cause a lot of hate crimes within the LGBT community from Christians? Or do you think can we at least consider this a hate crime, if not anything else? And can we address mental health problems? I'm your host, TJ Evans, with another installment of the TJ Evans Show. Y'all remember, stay safe, stay prayed up, and pray for the families and friends affected by this tragedy. Y'all do your own research. Don't take my word for gold. And do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the Royal Family Studios page. And if you have time, go check out my book on Amazon, The Diary of Marvin, DeWayne. Peace.